I mean, what better topic to talk about in your first video than that guy? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Chief O'Keefe here, and I'm here to bring you my first YouTube video, okay? And I'm just going to jump right into it. I'm going to talk about Tua Tagovailoa, all right? Our starting quarterback, our guy, according to Chris Greer, as of a few days ago, had a press conference with Brian Flores, and pretty much confirmed that Tua is our guy, okay? And to a lot of fans, there's a lot of questions regarding Tua Tagovailoa, okay? I don't need to kind of give you a history lesson on this guy. You guys should already know that this dude was thrust into the starting quarterback job in the national championship game and defeated the Georgia Bulldogs, which was probably one of the funniest days of my life, because there's nothing better than being from Georgia where all your friends are Bulldog fans and Falcons fans and being that guy that's laughing while everybody else is crying, okay? It's great. It's a great feeling, all right? Because I'm so used to being, talk trash to because I'm a Dolphins fan, because they have been, for lack of a better term, trash, as far back as I can remember. They've been spinning the tires in the mud of mediocrity since I was born, okay? So, let me just kind of back up a little bit and talk about how I believe that Tua was a sign from the Dolphin gods.
Bruh.
Because this is the same kid who the Dolphins in the 2019 season, with on paper, was supposed to be one of the worst teams in NFL history, was supposedly tanking for a player such as Tua Tagovailoa, and basically they overachieved with Brian Flores and Chris Greer by winning 5 games, sitting at the 5th overall spot in the 2020 NFL draft. And it so happens that the same kid that we were supposed to be tanking for and supposed to lose every game for fell to us at number 5 without having to trade back or jump up. He just fell right into our laps. And tell me that it just wasn't meant to be, okay? It's way too early to tell, okay? I just want to compare him to his fellow rookies, Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert, okay? Tua Tagovailoa of the Miami Dolphins does not have a 3-down running back, okay? He doesn't have star wide receivers. Yes, we all love Devontae Parker, and we've seen what he did last year, okay? But that was when he was finally healthy, but he can't stay healthy, let's be honest, okay? Patrick Williams, who's been on IR the last 2 years, Jakeem Grant, who's a return specialist who seems to have problems catching the ball, and then Albert Wilson and Allen Harris held out this year from COVID, and so there it is. Tua doesn't have a star running back. He had 2 7th round draft pick in Myles Gaskin, who ended up being a baller, but he is not a 3-down back by any means. Then a no-name undrafted Savon Ahmed out of the same college with the same style of running as Myles Gaskin, who both of them are better pass catchers and are decent runners, but they are by no means 3-down backs, okay? Because that's what we need in Miami. We need someone, or at least a thunder and lightning kind of punch that we thought we were going to get from Jordan Howard and Matt Breida. Jordan Howard ended up being a complete bust and a waste of time. Matt Breida couldn't stay healthy either. So we end up with 2 small running backs who carried the load for pretty much the majority of the season and have no receivers besides Mike Gesicki, who's our tight end, okay? Mike Gesicki, believe it or not, is our number 1 receiver and I believe has had that trait since he got into the league. He just wasn't throwing the ball as much, because Adam Gase was supposed to be the offensive guru and the quarterback whisperer, but somehow couldn't stop giving the ball to Jarvis Landry 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage and hoping to God that he could run the field for a touchdown. Moving on to Justin Herbert. Goes to the Chargers, okay? Wasn't supposed to play, but got to play week 1 because the retarded doctors in San Diego punctured Tyrod Taylor's lungs So he starts in the starting role with weapons all around him, okay? He's got Keenan Allen, who's a straight baller, okay? Mike Williams, who was a stud in college and was projected to be a stud, but can't really stay healthy, but he did pretty well this year, all right? Then you got Austin Eckler in the backfield, and you got Justin Jackson, who's a proven backup, okay? Joe Burrow, who, by the way, tore his ACL, so he was having a good year, but Tua just had a year ago, coming off of near career-ending hip surgery, happened to stay healthy this entire year, and said himself that he is not the same quarterback. You go break your hip and then move up to the professional level of the NFL, where everyone is 10 times bigger and 10 times stronger and faster, and the pace of the game is just that much faster than college, okay? And then go and play for a franchise who hasn't done anything since pretty much the 72 season, okay? I'm sorry. Since 82 and 83 when Dan Marino in the second year took the Dolphins to the AFC Championship, okay? Joe Burrow has weapons who, AJ Green, who I have no idea what's going on in that dude's head, but he still has AJ Green. All right, he's still a great receiver. I just don't know what the hell is going on with him. T. Higgins, who is an up-and-coming star from Clemson. And then he's got Tyler Boyd, who over the past 2 or 3 years has proven to be a stud, okay? Then he's got Giovanni Bernard and Joe Mixon, who happened to get hurt this year. But the point is, he's got weapons around him. Him and Justin Herbert both have weapons around him. You can make the argument that Devontae Parker is a number 1 receiver, but he is not a number 1 receiver. I'm going to go ahead and just say that right now. He could be a solid and great wide receiver too, okay? But that's it. Way too early to pull the trigger on this kid, all right? Compare our receivers to every other receiving core in the NFL. Go look at the stats and look at the separation yardage. When you kind of break it down, if you have to really dive deep into some of these stats, but like if you look at our receivers, people are questioning the type of balls that Tua throws, okay? Tua was the most accurate quarterback in college football history, okay? So I don't have a problem with him throwing into tight windows, okay? I'm not gonna lie. Back up to Tannehill, back up to Chad Henne, back up to Chad Pennington, okay? Anytime those 3 dropped back to throw the ball, I was taking a gasp because it was like a 50-50% chance of the ball being intercepted, because that's just what the Dolphins' nature is, okay? They go out, they kick field goals, they punt the ball, and that's pretty much what the Dolphins franchise has been for a long time now. So now we got someone back there that when he throws the ball, I'm not worried about him throwing an interception. He has shown this year that he can fit that ball into tight windows, okay? There's always those questionable balls of maybe he shouldn't have thrown that and there should have been more picks than there were. But you look at the separation between our receivers and the defenders and compare that to the separation of like receivers for Kansas City or even the Atlanta Falcons or the Chargers for that matter. He doesn't have a lot to work with, okay? And I just honestly, I believe the mastermind of Tua's not so great rookie year sits with Chan Gailey, okay? A 70-year-old guy who's calling offensive plays, who comes out of retirement. I don't know how the hell he got the job anyway. But like I said, I trust Brian Flores, I trust Chris Greer, because it seems as if though every decision they've made up to this point has been the right decision, and I trust Coach Flo. And Coach Flo I trust, okay? Let me just run through some stats real quick for you, okay? Tua this year went 186 and 290 passes for a 64% completion rate, 1,814 yards with a 6.26 yards per completion with 11 TDs and 5 interceptions, okay? Not so great, not so bad, in my opinion, okay? He could have had a lot better. Yeah, those games where he threw just about 100 yards per game, that's because Chan Gailey was being way too conservative with Tua, okay? And people are like, well, Ryan Fitzpatrick had the same receivers. Well, that's because Ryan Fitzpatrick was in that system with Chan Gailey for 4 or 5 years when he was with Buffalo in New York. He knows the system. On top of the fact that Ryan Fitzpatrick is a 14, 15-year veteran who is on borrowed time, and he doesn't care. He's just out there to have fun, and not to take away from the guy, he wants to win, but he's slinging the ball, man. He wants to win, but he doesn't care really. Versus a rookie who didn't have an offseason, didn't have a preseason, didn't develop any chemistry with these guys because they can't stay healthy, and half of them didn't even want to play anyways, okay? But real quick, all right, get this, okay? I'm going to give you some stats real quick, and I want you to tell me who you think this is, okay? This rookie quarterback in his first year went through 253 pass attempts. Only 132 of them were completed, okay? For 1,633 yards, which is less than Tua. For 6.45 yards per attempt, 6 TDs and 9 interceptions, okay? While going 4-6, while Tua goes 7-2 in his rookie year, okay, in the middle of the season, okay? That quarterback, the stats I just listed, was Josh Allen in his first year. Josh Allen now is in year 3, who is straight balling out, on fire, on one of the hottest teams in the NFL. That was Josh Allen in year 1. Okay, you see what happens when you pull Stephon Diggs and give a weapon of his caliber to Josh Allen. Okay, give Tua some weapons, man. Give him some weapons to work with. And in another video, I'll talk about the draft and who I think we should grab and what would happen if such and such fell to us at number 3. We have a head coach who believes in his team. This is the first time in a long time that I've seen a NFL team this close-knit as a team, okay? It seems like everybody is fighting for each other, everybody cares for each other, and everybody can see that the future is bright for the Miami Dolphins, all right? Players are going to want to come to this team because they're going to see what Brian Flores is doing because he's taking his pieces and he has his vision, okay? He's overachieved in 2 years, all right? Went from complete scrubs and practice squad members to grabbing his pieces and double downing and overachieving again and winning twice as many games as he did in his first year with scrubs, okay? Give this kid some time. Give Tua Tagovailoa some time. Give him some weapons to work with, and we'll see what happens. But that's my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button, that thumbs up, all right? Let me know what you think of the video. Thanks, you guys, for watching. I appreciate it. Like I said, this is just a hobby of mine. I have a full-time job. I'm going to try to put out as many videos as I can just as a hobby, but I want to see kind of where this takes me. But I appreciate you guys viewing, and just let me know what you guys think about Tua Tagovailoa. Let me know what you guys think about this Dolphins team in their future, okay? On that note, I'm going to end it on that. So take it easy and fins up.